No trouble at all. Okay, can everyone hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now, Diman? Okay, so what I started with was not mentioned here, or no one, anyone here. Okay, let's get started again. First and foremost, this video is about a conclusion about everything happened before. Like, for example, what you should do at the start of the game, how to prepare to jump, because this account was made for jump, and what are the migration options and limitations and everything. So let's get back to it. First things, if you are wanting to migrate or do something good with migration, you must complete all these in the preparation phase you are preparing. Your preparation phase is 7 days, so make sure you are using it right. And in this case, we are using it fully because we achieved as many as possible from the things we wanted. Second thing, which is critical also, we need to mention is the ability to migrate itself. To understand migration, you had two types mainly: season server and pre-war server. Season server, you are limited to the season itself, meaning the period itself, which is 60 days to all servers that related to a specific category, which here is season 1. Season 1, all these servers you are seeing here along with construction are all Season 1, Season 2 at the same time, you will see up here. Piece 5, you will see it here also. You will see the other seasons here also mentioned. You will never ever migrate to any one of these unless you are part of it. As you can see, you cannot migrate. Why? Because I am not part of this period. So you must follow your season server options. You have war and construction. Construction is the period for all beginners. War is a period for everyone who is related to X can migrate or not. And you can never migrate to war because war is already closed migration. That is why it won't show you migration option, unlike construction. Once you click on it. So now, let's migrate. And as you can see, I must click on this to confirm. And after I did this in migration, once your resources are not protected, that is why I was trying as hard as possible to reduce all my resources so nothing will be lost. You cannot migrate again for 90 days, meaning a season and a half. All event scores and ranks will be lost. And as you can see, once I migrated again, I got an entire package here. Why? All these things are open to me again. That's the first. Second thing, if we are here, you can check out that all these maps that I rediscovered in the other season, in the other server, had been taken. So all these things are now mine. I can open them, discover them again. I must explore my region first. That means I must end everything I did before in this place. Second thing, achievements. As you can see, I returned to the zero ground. All the achievements will be returned. Second thing, water glory. It is the same. And I didn't lose much, which is nice in itself. And look at here. I got 5 days more, which is good for power jump. So in short, power jump will make you lose some stuff, but not everything, because I can return to this stage again. I can do much of the events again. And now I can collect everything I wanted. As you see, all the rewards are getting again to me. And I can finally go. But most importantly, guys, is that your alliance? SLCI? I need confirmation. Guys, whoever watching me, is this server? Am I in the right alliance? Okay, let's join. I got confirmation about. It will keep popping out. C Alex. Oh, sorry. Need lines to switch. Search city, city bot. I have two. I have two beginners relocation, but I need this because there is no invitation. Power limit 500,000. I can't. Alliance territory only. You see here, alliance territory only. I can only migrate if it is alliance territory. Relocate and join. Like that. I will give them help. Relocate. You. Power limit power limit the implication. I need invitation. Finally. Already. Okay, now let's migrate. Doesn't matter. Invitation works as long as I'm not city of 12. Thank you.
Swift as the wind. Swift as the wind.
Well, let's return again about migration and the conclusion. As you saw in the first start, the period here of days are going to 5 days. It was going to be 1 day. Word of Glory is the same. It doesn't change. But what changes is the number of days and the Game of Thrones, as you see. And here, after it was 9 days, it become 12 again. Means more time. You can now fight more.
Where are we marching to?
I need to fight for glory. Sneak attack? The plan has no use for weakness. Fight till the end!
Where are we marching to?
The single player also is nice, but like I mentioned in the early of the video, the path to of the dragon tail,
Always
doesn't change.
love.
Anything here doesn't change at all. The only thing change are the number of events, the limit time.
Sneak attack?
You are now following the new limit time.
Sneak attack? Charge! A piece of cake.
Show your. I await your orders.
Taste my axe.
Where are we marching to?
The plan of peace.
Foes are simple. Wars are complicated.
Gotta warm up before battle.
Many things also need to mention about migration. I will mention it again in a good part. How to prepare to jump.
Or die. Born to die. I will never surrender.
First things first, you need to understand about the migration is the ability to
I need to fight.
the ability to judge how much you can achieve.
For glory. Show no charge.
In the preparation phase, you must prepare by finishing as many as possible from the event, but you also need to complete it in 5 days, not 7 days like me, because 7 days will consume a lot and you will be limited. Like for example, one of the achievements is having unit level 3, which is not achievable here. I didn't achieve it yet because I was limiting myself 2 days, which is critical because you need all these to be achieved in much less period. So you can have access to tier 3. And once you achieve tier 3, you have to train them well. So I have 6,000 unit tier 3 to achieve, and I didn't do it yet. Try as much as possible to collect all the gems possible to collect and all the treasures, because one of the good things that happened is that the reset here, like all these wonders, all these things, I can reopen them again. And let's check out what will happen if I reopened it.
The heat surges in waves, and the horizon itself becomes a dim red line.
You see this? I can recollect again all the rewards. So if I have T4 cavalry, I can now extend the T4 number, which is huge advantage for me. So T4 unit will be existable in larger quantity. I can double it. So first things you need to make in the preparation of migration is clearing all the fog. Because once you clear all the fog or the mist as some mention, you can recollect again all your T4 units, as you can see, which is helpful because look at here how much I am stacking here. I have 85 epic token. That is general. If I recycled or scrapped them, I can gain 20 keys. If I am lucky, I can recollect them along the others because I will achieve all the wonders. All the wonders will give me the exact amount to make 20 keys. See, from each one, I have 10 minus 30. 30 will along that number will make me sure to get it. Which is why it's critical because more keys, more upgrades to your best unit. And what is the best unit? The units that have legendary hero. If your unit have a legendary hero, it will always do the win for you. Which currently, from all the keys that I made, I only managed to upgrade them a little. And I have only 3. How many I should get? And this is need to be collected. Neko need to be get. Neka need to be achieved. Kino not in my keys list. But Gabut is in my key list. MS is my key list. So the more keys, the more chances to get all these heals. These 4 heals. Which is a good deal because the more heroes you will get, the better your advantage on others because you have 4 types for now as army. That is why it is better for you to collect as much as possible, especially the wonders. Collect the wonders, don't mention the others. The others can be achieved. They are crystals anyway and will give you good boost. But not as good as having all your technology or legendary heroes. So make sure every time you try to make something useful
Plans are simple.
about this,
Wars
always remember why it is useful. You have Neko, I don't. I guess I will switch again my army because I will switch races and races will be helpful if I switch it. Let's check out.
May the moon bless all beings.
The light shall bring us victory.
Guess overall will always be a good deal for me. Destruction engineering is not the best, I am not gonna lie. This is not useful at all.
The light shall bring you.
The plan has no use for weakness.
The light shall bring us victory.
I guess returning to Age of Alta will be my best choice because
The moon bless
currently I am not in PvP and I won't use cavalry so far. So yeah, some mages or some good assistants will be useful. But so far I want to do it now because it is still useful to have 5% elixir production. Anyway, let's get it together. What is the best for migration and why? Let's get it. To prepare for good migration, you always need these elements. Number 1, time. If you have fun to play, which is mostly will be the type of people who want to migrate, or you are a strong player but in wanted to wait a little, you wanted to join a project like me. I am in the Scarlet family. That's why this stream series about Scarlet family. So you must always to be focused about what you want. So fun to play will be your main target as migration, because if you started solo and you wanted to find a project and something like that, and they will start in X and you will migrate to them, always remember these are achievable, all of them. But if you migrated, this will be much more achievable. Like, look here, I didn't collect these words again. I only collected and will collect the words I didn't achieve with extra period of time, which is far useful for a beginner. Second thing, I limited myself here to level 11. What is the best advantage of limiting myself? If I upgraded everything to level, it would have been much more useful because I can prepare like this much far better. But since the alliance was dead for more than 2 days, I forced myself to migrate. I wanted to migrate after achieving everything. So if you want to prepare for migration, make sure you never do any research of these. Collect all of them. Collect all of them by these camps. And after you finish all the possible technology you can achieve, you will get 10 minutes speed up, which is nice deal. 10 minutes speed up, always nice. Is there anything else useful? Yes. If you made from the camps much more deal, you can earn extra units. Extra units, you can use them for better upgrades, or you can collect much more resources at ease. Like for here, I am not interested in making much more training. I want all time elk. Why? I want to gather faster, because gathering faster will help my economy later, and will help also my elixir production, because policies that rely in percentage, and I will show example here by percentage. If you wanted to prepare for future, you must always understand the policies. This is Season of Strife in my other account. What about Season of Strife? What is the good policies here? Look at this. You can either choose to get 100,000 elixir, or you can get percentage healing. Percentage healing is relying on the military cap. If my military cap in total beyond 1.8 million, I will get 100,000 elixir production in finishing it, in achieving the max of policies. That is why donkeys and other units will play critical role. Because let's say I don't want to waste resources in training infantry or archers. I am fully mage type. Okay, if you are fully mage type, you will always understand that having extra troops useful for recharging this. And the cheapest way to have largest military cap for elixir production is workhorse. And workhorse never fail. Why never fail? I can use it for collecting resources. Shortest answer and the easiest one. So having a large amount of them will be useful, as long as you are not cavalry type. So if you are choosing better economy, always go for workhorse early, because the more you have them, the less painful it will be. Why less painful? Resources. It will be far cheaper to use only gold and wood than having gold and wood and ori and mana in the future. For healing T4 unit or T3 unit or T5 unit, you are using for gathering resources, because enemies can easily attack your gathering. So to avoid economic loss and the waste of elixir, you can just, for 100,000 elk here in my units, the cabbage, for 100,000 of this unit, 1 million wood, 1 million gold. Big win in economic case, because you can save the elixir that will be used to heal all your imported units, so you can fight more and more with ease. That is why I mention it. Even if you are warrior, if you are farmer, if you are what, choose it for two advantages. Number one, elixir production. The more units you will have, the more elixir you will gain as elixir production. That is why it is important. And here is the proof of it. 300. That is the work of 5% buff. Because I am in the Elven race. 30,000 taken from them. What else I can gain from other units? Other units in preparation phase, you can gain them in a good way by just transforming them. How to do that? Go to these camps. That's why I tell you clear the fog at the first part. If you did it well, you can gain T1 units, and from T1 you can upgrade them to T2, T3, as much as you like. Or you can exchange them like now I did it for mana to gain better advantage. And after you achieve that large amount of map, check here.
Swift as the wind.
But not only that, like I told you, T4 units you will earn. How I will earn? Double the amount because I have 10 more to collect. Some people attacked me in the past. People who don't know about that. I got attacked in the past a lot by someone who wanted to zero my account in the preparation phase. That resulted on many of my units to die later. As you can see here, dead units. Which resulted in losing much of my T4 units. But if you don't get attacked by someone, you will easily make big wins in the preparation. Like okay, I got 1000, most of them are T4 units, so that was my huge loss. So make sure you avoid these mistakes. Always prepare if you want to do jump. If you don't work that much. I like that the final preparation are completed. You can do many of the tales, but you won't return to it, which is bad thing to happen. Other things like Wild of Divine and other chapters, you can finish them or not, up to you, but you won't gain anything from them. So it remains as not the best option. But the best thing you can ever be happy about is collecting gems, because you will have all the amount of gems you can collect from the exploring, which is very decent if you looked at it that way, especially treasure maps. Let's say I collect all the treasure maps. What I will gain from treasure maps? Treasure maps will give you one artifact key and one hero key, golden key. And these two are fantastic options because you want to always keep good rewards. So by collecting all of them, and I have 30 fragment, means I have many maps to recollect again. I will gain extra chances to open more keys. And more keys means more legendary artifacts and more legendary heroes, which is solid nice thing to achieve. So yeah, it is always a big one. How much period to achieve all this? 5 days. So you have to work a lot in this for 5 days. 4 days as starting, 1 day as a final to collect all your thoughts. For me, I took extra 2 days because it was dead server. I wanted to have as many as possible health to achieve what I want to achieve from my jump. And it happened. So yeah, everything was completed one way or another. Not the 100% goal achievement that I was seeking, but it got achieved. So I will call it a day. So avoid my mistakes by getting much better experience. So my conclusion, always collect all the rewards from all these. So you can collect them again along the reward of exploration. Number two, always make sure you are in the right side of exploring. How? Complete all the technology so you can have better advantage. In both cases, in both economy and normal, in the like in the military. And once you have this advantage, you can have 10 minute speed up. 10 minutes speed up. What is the use for it? I can fast course speed up all my stuff out to be level 12, level 15, and I will earn much from it without any moment of hesitation or regret. Because all the military achievement, all the things that I will achieve, got extra period for it. Because I say you have now 5 days. 5 days to collect more gems, 5 days to upgrade all your power, and you will earn all the rewards like extra keys, extra gems, extra speed ups. And after you did all that, you will have a Northern Semi, which is advantage for someone who wants cavalry. Not my cup of tea, but okay, whatever. Like I say, you can switch again, you can switch back and forth. It's up to you. You can migrate again and again and again. Migration is unlimited as long as you are in the beginner, but it becomes limited, and the limitation is bad. Because let me explain to you why the limitation is bad. I will use my other account. Check here. In order to gain migration payment, you will pay 400,000 silver coins. 400,000 silver coins is equal 10 hours building in the alliance buildings. So it means you must contribute in building for 10 hours straight. No, you have to do it 10 hours in a day. Because every hour will give you 3,600 silver coin. That means in 10 days, every day is 10 hours, you will gain 360. So 12 days. 12 days of building just to get silver coins enough. What is the other way? Contribution by donation. And the donation is limited. Because once you have finished all the tech, you will be forced to do only these skills. And once you achieve all these skills, it will be much far harder. So yeah, many things to achieve at the start, but it will be far worse later. So my best recommendation to you, if you want to enjoy much more events and staying in one season period, is always stack up all your silver coins to buy only migration and farm it for building from early, very early, because you can never ever work 10 hours in 12 days just to achieve it. It's impossible. So it will consume your entire season to migrate. And remember, migration 90 days, meaning if you migrated in season 1, You will only migrate at Season of Strife. You will never ever be able to achieve it in Season 2. Unless you migrate it like me from the early. It will be possible. So yeah, make sure you collect all your thoughts about this. And like this, I finish my stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.